Parliamentarians began debate today on that compendium of financial services bills which originated in and were passed in the Senate recently. Ianthea Smith reports on the House proceedings.
State Minister for Finance Shivargo Lang kicking off debate on that package of 15 bills set out to improve the country's second pillar, financial services. Minister Lang says as the sector employs some 4,927 Bahamians and sees some $549.8 million a year, moving to enhance and modernize this sector was a no-brainer.
This sector, Mr. Speaker, on average has and pays perhaps the highest salaries of any sector in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. The conclusion, Mr. Speaker, is this simply, that the financial services sector of the Bahamas is resilient and has fared well in the face of global economic challenges.
7 of the bills are seeking to make it law for banking and investment companies to keep proper accounting records. 2 bills will clean up tax information exchange agreement legislation. Another 2 will remove the red tape from the liquidation process, while the final 4 will deal with wealth management. Lang says the bills are seeking to make the Bahamas a globally competitive business jurisdiction.
It has great opportunities still. Its best days are not behind it. There are changing realities for it. But there is no doubt in my mind that the Commonwealth of the Bahamas' financial services sector remains wide open for even greater success.
Seconding the bill was Carmichael MP Desmond Bannister, who agrees that financial services is critical as it boosts the country's education and employment levels.
And because we live in a changing world where the international impact on the financial services industry is huge, we have to continue, sir, to be innovative.
But PLP MP for Elizabeth Ryan Pinder says these bills cannot reverse what he calls the government's failure of the country's fiscal management.
Under this F&M administration, the credit rating was downgraded more than once. And we are at risk, in my opinion, Mr. Speaker, for another credit downgrade. This could have significant negative effects, Mr. Speaker, on the financial viability and economy of the Bahamas.
Ianthea Smith, ZNS News.
Government officials were putting the final touches last night on the polling division's order that was expected to be tabled in the House of Assembly this morning. Prime Minister Ingram announced today that the parliamentary commissioner and his team worked late into Sunday night making the amendments. He added that the Governor General had not yet signed the order. It's proposed that each constituency will have no more than 14 polling divisions with no more than 400 constituents in each. National Security Minister Tommy Turnquest also tabled an amendment to the Bail Act, which seeks to further provide for the inclusion of certain offenses in Part D of the schedule in the Bail Act that addresses the unlawful possession of a revolver, unlawful possession of a firearm, unlawful possession of a firearm and ammunition with intent to supply, and unlawful possession of a gun.